What's going on, everybody? It's your man Rusty Blade here at Smokey Studios. And to the right of me, I got a female legend in the building. Like, if you didn't know, you definitely gonna find out. We got Sweet Juices in the building. What's good, man?
What's up? A legend? Oh, I'm bewildered.
You bewildered? See, now, this is psychodrama, drama ward. This is a branch from that tree.
A baby coming up.
We're gonna talk about that. Now, see, being the baby coming up, when they were at their height of success, what got you into saying, I want to do this?
Oh, I've been wanting to do this. Like, when I was 5, this was it. This was it. It ain't changed up. This is it.
5 years old. So, who was the first person you listened to at 5 years old to say, man, I'm finna get on a microphone like that?
You know what? It was Prince. Diamonds and Pearls. See, I remember that. Diamonds and Pearls. I'm like, I used to just love melody, like just in love with sound. I didn't used to talk that much, and like music was like, I don't know, music used to talk for me. I used to be really quiet as a kid. Yeah, that was me.
So, how old when you started performing?
15. I was in the club.
They was letting you in the club at 15 years old?
I was squeezing up in there. They ain't let me in there.
When you got on the microphone, they took notice of this 15-year-old spitting like that.
Yeah, that's where I got all my practice from. Just sneaking into clubs and, I ain't supposed to be there, but hey, I know I needed to get my game up as far as like, how I wanted to present it, and I know I had to practice, and I had to practice in front of people. Yeah, so that's why I did it.
What was your first song you recorded?
This is terrible. I got to keep it 1,000 though. It was called When the Club Closed, and I was 14 when I recorded it, and it's called When the Club Closed, and it's a ratchet, very ratchet song.
But see,
and
now
I let my mother hear it to this day.
But now the facts you just heard, she said she was performing at clubs at 15.
That song, no way.
When the club closed. Yeah, I don't think she won't listen to that at this stage. Oh yeah, no doubt. So from that, you progressed and became the artist you are today.
Yeah.
Now, you won talent shows in the city. Now, you won a car. What talent show was that? And you still got that car to this day?
Yeah, I still got it. When I won a battle before that, some cash, and I bought a car with that. Like, I just feel like I'm not a battle rapper, but I can do it if it's got something involved in it. I like to win prizes, scratch offs, whatever, cars, whatever you got. I like to play games. So I took a swing at it, and sometimes I win. Like, I win.
Luck is a lady. This we all know. Luck not a man. So if you winning, we know why.
I don't know if it's called luck either. I don't know if it's called luck because I practice. And I work for it. I don't just like battle bars, like, semi-automatics, all that. You know what I mean? Just, dig deeper into it is what I like to do. And it's fun to me.
You also were on the BET show One Shot, correct? Mm-hmm. Now, how was that experience, being on that with Crooked Eye and the other guests that were on the panel?
It was dope because, here in Chicago, a lot of networks don't come here. And BET came here with One Shot. I stood in the line like everybody else. It was 4,000 people out there at the Rock and Roll Hotel. 0 below, you know how Chicago do it. And I had just came back from California doing a show out there with Jackin' for Beats. And I'm like, okay, I give it a swing. And I went out there 7 in the morning, stood in line with everybody else. And I was the top 50 out of 4,000. So I think I did pretty good. I didn't win, but hey, I tried.
50 out of 4,000, like, them are tremendous numbers, especially going to a network like BET to say I'm one of the top MCs in the city. And not only that, being a woman. Now, I want to speak on that, too. Have you felt any bias being a woman in the rap game?
Yeah. It's been tough a little bit, but I hang around like a lot of guys, so they kind of like bag me up a little bit. But people have what they say, but I'm just straight ahead with it, and I'm nice, so that would make it not so. I can just walk away with my little prize or whatever, because you gotta be nice, and that's how I've been getting by with it, just so it won't really touch me like that, even though I know it's going on. You know what I mean? So I just kind of be nice, stay in my lane, and hey, it is what it is. If you're mad at it, you know what I'm saying, that's on you. But I come to give the people something good, not waste their time.
Now, where does that aggression come from in your music? Like, if you don't know, I've never listened to a Sweet Juices joint, like, this is the nice Sweet Juice. This woman is very vicious on the mic. So where does that come from when you're writing your lyrics?
The hood. I grew up in the hood. I know what it is. I know what everything feel like. So I don't hold nothing back, and I think that's what the people want when they see you get up there. They don't want you to hold back. They want you to be vulnerable. They want all of you there when you're in front of the stage.
That's dope. You're giving the people you. And a lot of artists, they just go up there, be too cool, or, they be too busy. And I've actually seen this, be too busy all in their phone and doing other stuff instead of trying to connect with the people when you're performing, because that's what sells. You sell. You resonate with the person behind the microphone, and that's what makes great music. Now, how many mixtapes and albums do you have currently?
Okay, currently, well, I got 2 mixtapes out, Juicy Couture Volume 1, and then I got Sweet 16s. Those are mixtapes, and then I have an album called Welcome to Molly World, and I'm working on an EP right now. I don't have a title for it yet, but I am gonna drop the single probably next week or so. I already shot the video for it. It's called Around Town, produced by XL. So we just did the video for it. So we finna start the promo and just see how the people feel about it. And I'm gonna be everywhere that y'all be at.
No doubt. Now, you also get a lot of production from XL and Direct as well. You also got a joint with Direct. Now, how is it like working with like them your big homies? Like, you get in the studio with the big homie, like, I'm finna put you on this.
They respect me, because I grew up and like that's Juices. They know I just been trying to work and get better at it. I never came out saying, oh, I'm the rawest this, even though my bars be saying that, but I already knew in the back of my mind, hey, I'm working on trying to see how I really want to sound. And to me, I still haven't tapped all the way into it. So I'm trying to dig even more, study more, stuff like that. Yeah.
That's dope. Now, I got to ask you, Welcome to Molly World. Now, back then, I think Future had a joint by that name too, or something like that. Right. So what made you say, I'm going to take it? Because you shot a video to that as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. A couple of. And then, you know what? I didn't even know that was his name of that. I ain't know. Because when I'm talking about Molly, I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Just taking you on. I don't know what he probably popping Mollies. I don't pop Mollies. You know what I'm saying? I'm the Molly. Pop me. You feel me? I do not pop Mollies. You feel me? Because when you listen to the joints on there, when you put it in from front to end, you gonna feel like you done popped something. You feel me? And that's how we planned it that way, you know? And this is coming from the heart, you know? And I took myself out of the equation when I sit with the guys and we make the music. I take myself out, they take their self out. So we're like a consumer. We're sitting there like, do I like this shit? You feel me? And I don't care who it is, even if it's me. If it's garbage, it's garbage. You feel me? And that's 100, you know? So that's how we coming.
Paper Mill in the building. Shout out Reese Mack. Now, how did you two link?
Oh, Reese Mack. He do everything. From engineer to book shows to whatever need to be done. You know, he's a one-man band. And I hooked up with him through my good friend Amar. He kept on saying, hey, Juice, I want you to meet somebody. And he brought me through to the studio and everything like that. And we started talking and everything like that. And that's how I hooked up with Excel. And they played me some tracks and stuff. And so I took some tracks home and did what I was going to do to them. And I came right on back the next day. And I recorded them. And then the next day after that, it was right on GCI because I took it right down there and found them just got to spinning it. It was called Feel Me Now. So, like, it just started from there. Once the joint got on the radio, it was like on the radio in a week, less than a week. So it was like, okay, let's see what's up. And we all just stayed together like that.
That's dope. See, this is when you say legend, when you're doing stuff like that. People be trying a lifetime to get a record on GCI. 1 week. It was done. It was on GCI in a week. So you know what a talent this person is because people recognize it in the city and not. In the beginning, if you didn't know, now you know. So I know you got a lot of visuals on YouTube. What was one of your favorite videos filming?
Tip Top. Tip Top, because we was on the rooftop, we got the hookahs going, and it just was a real good vibe. All my friends was there, and it just felt really, really good. That's the old projects, you know. This new project, this EP I'm working on, feels really, really good to me too. And around town, I think you guys are gonna really like it because I like it, and it feels really, really good.
So how many do you have finished so far, and how many are you going to put on it, Untitled EP as of yet?
I'm going with 8, knocking out 15 joints. We're going to pick the top 8, and we want all bangers. We don't want nothing that's, you know what I'm saying? This coming from me, you know what I mean? And I want the real deal. I want some real raw talent going on this, you know? Yeah.
Now, also a new mom, so congratulations. Now, I want to ask you, having a child now, in your mind, does it help with writing your lyrics? Like, oh, I might not want to say this because he's going to come back and listen to this years later.
I already had my standards before I had the kid. Oh, yeah. Before I had the kid, I had standards already. So I already knew how I wanted my bars to even go. Because I love myself, and I love him too. You know what I mean? So I already was loving myself. So I respected myself from the beginning anyway. So I didn't need him to, like, oh, I'm not going to do this. But he did make me feel more. He might have softened me down, if anything.
I mean, all kids do that. It changes you as a person, or at least it should. If you still do the same thing you're doing, you got a child, like you're not growing as a person or elevating. So now, where can people find you on social media to get in tune and follow everything that you got going on?
Okay, so Instagram at SweetJuices23, 23 like Jordan. I always say that so they can remember that. 23, you can never forget Jordan. Sweet Juices 23 behind everything. That's on Twitter, whatever you want to Google. It's always Sweet Juices, SweetJuices 23. That's me.
All right. Now, since we said that, how did you come up with the name Sweet Juices?
Okay. I was a kid. Sweet Juices just felt good to me because I am a sweet person, and juices is kind of like flows, you know, it was kind of old school at first, but it just stuck. Sweet Juices. It's nothing to it. People think it's porno or whatever, but I'll porno your ass with this boss. You know, you can bet against me if you want with the Sweet Juices thinking I'm coming like that.
Hey, that's facts too. That's facts. The homeboy Rusty Blade, Sweet Juices, Urban Grind TV. We out.
Hi, this your girl Sweet Juices, and you're now tuning in to Urban Grind TV.